Welcome to BSB's Deep Dive, the podcast where we break down research papers, books, and market strategies to help you invest smarter. I'm Natalia, and every week we explore ideas that sharpen your mind and grow your wealth.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're diving into really a pivotal month for AI, April 2025.
It really is. So much happening.
Yeah, we've sifted through a ton of info. The Stanford AI Index, AI News Brief, Science Daily, all the key sources to bring you what really matters.
Think of it as your shortcut, cutting through the noise.
Exactly. We want to pull out those aha moments, give you a clear picture of AI's accelerating impact, but, without making your head spin.
It's easy to feel overwhelmed. The speed is just incredible. Our goal is focus. What are the big leaps, the key trends this month?
Okay, let's get into it. The Stanford 2025 Index headline really captures it. Explosive growth, new challenges.
Sums it up perfectly. Amazing progress, but new problems to solve too.
The index highlights this incredible acceleration, especially from industry players.
Right. The performance gains in some models are just staggering, driven mainly by intense industry activity.
Speaking of industry, Google's been busy with Gemini. Top new developments mention Gemini 2.5 Flash and this hybrid reasoning. What's the core idea there?
Okay, so hybrid reasoning. Imagine you need a quick answer sometimes, and other times you need really deep thought.
Like skimming versus deep reading.
Exactly. Gemini 2.5 Flash lets developers choose fast, efficient mode for quick tasks, or a deeper, more computationally heavy mode for complex stuff like, say, advanced math or deep research.
That adaptability sounds useful.
It's key. And the really big news is the cost.
Yes, the 95% reduction in per token cost compared to GPT-4. Even with the deep thinking mode off, it matches the older Gemini 2.0 Flash performance.
Precisely. A 95% cost cut is, it's massive. It totally changes what's feasible economically.
So things that were too expensive before are now on the table.
Absolutely. For way more companies, researchers, it could unlock a wave of new applications we haven't even thought of. It really democratizes access to powerful AI.
And AI News Highlights mentioned Google is also giving developers more direct AI reasoning control in 2.5 Flash.
Yeah, more fine-tuning, better control over that balance between speed, cost, and depth of analysis.
It feels like everyone's chasing better AI reasoning, though. OpenAI, Meta, the AI Weekly News Rundown mentioned them too. Why this big push now?
Well, it's the next frontier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Moving beyond just finding patterns to actual understanding, inference, problem solving, tackling more complex real-world problems needs that deeper reasoning.
Okay, so that leads us nicely into segment 2. How this smarter AI is showing up in business. Microsoft's Enterprise AI Agents platform sounded significant.
Oh, definitely. Top new developments cover this. The idea is building autonomous AI agents that can actually work together.
Work together how?
To manage complex business stuff. Think sales workflows, prioritizing leads intelligently, analyzing data for insights, all integrated deeply with Dynamics 365 and Microsoft 365.
So less direct human oversight needed.
Potentially, yeah. They gave examples like a sales research agent and sales chat using LinkedIn data for context.
Using LinkedIn data, how does that help?
It gives the agents richer context about leads background, connections, recent activity. So instead of generic outreach, it's more personalized, more effective, really understanding the customer.
That ties into that AI trends point about AI agents learning to operate solo, right?
Exactly. More autonomy, working towards goals independently.
And Microsoft's not just doing software agents. They have this one-bit language model. That sounds technical, but important.
Very important. Trained on a huge 4 trillion tokens.
Wow.
But the kicker is it runs efficiently on standard CPUs, not just specialized hardware. Near full accuracy, but way less memory and energy.
So what does that mean for businesses?
It means powerful AI can run on everyday laptops or edge devices, lower costs, lower energy, makes AI much more deployable everywhere without needing massive data centers. It's about accessibility and sustainability.
And people are already thinking about securing these agents. The AI Pulse mentioned 1Password building security specifically for them.
Yeah, agentic AI security. It's crucial. If these agents are handling core business functions autonomously, you have to protect them from manipulation or attack. Security needs to be baked in from the start.
Makes sense. Okay, let's shift gears to the physical world, segment 3, robotics and healthcare. DeepMind's Gemini Robotics sounds interesting, transferring skills between environments.
Yes, that's a big deal. Traditionally, robots needed lots of retraining for new tasks or places. Gemini Robotics, being a vision language action model, can kind of understand its surroundings visually and through language, then act.
So it adapts better, less retraining.
Much less. It's huge for making robots practical in dynamic, unpredictable places like warehouses, service industries, not just fixed factory lines.
And NVIDIA is working on AI for surgical robots, improving precision.
Right, using real-time data analysis during surgery imaging, sensors, past outcomes to give surgeons better guidance, maybe haptic feedback, predicting issues. The goal is more precision, less human error.
Huge potential impact there. Then there was that humanoid robot half marathon in Beijing.
Yeah. 21 robots started. Lots had issues, stability, battery.
But one finished.
One did. Ex-Humanoid's Tiangong Ultra finished in 2 hours, 40 minutes. It's impressive, even with the challenges.
What does a race like that really show us?
It's a real-world test bed. Shows progress in walking, balance, endurance for humanoids, but also highlights the big hurdles still remaining. It pushes the field forward.
And it's not just humanoids. Science Daily had stories about a tiny jumping soft robot inspired by a worm.
Yeah, jumps 10. And another robot learning tasks just by watching YouTube videos.
Learning from videos like us.
Kind of. And a squirrel-inspired one that nails landings. It shows how researchers are looking to nature biomimicry for clever design solutions. Agility, efficiency. Sometimes biology has the best ideas.
Fascinating stuff. Okay, turning to healthcare more directly, that Stanford AI Index stat about FDA approvals, jumping from 6 in 2015 to 223 in 2023 for AI medical devices. That's enormous growth.
It really is. It signals growing confidence, better validation, and real integration of AI into clinical practice. Diagnostics, patient care, research. It's happening.
And specific examples, too. An AI outperforming doctors on medical exams.
Right, grounded in evidence-based medicine. It shows the diagnostic power. And Alibaba's AI getting FDA breakthrough status for early pancreatic cancer detection.
Early detection for something like pancreatic cancer, that's potentially life-saving.
Absolutely. Speed and accuracy in diagnoses are critical. These tools can spot subtle things humans might miss. We also saw mentions of AI for Parkinson's assessment, tiny robots for drug delivery. It's a really active area.
Okay, last segment before listener questions. Ethics, leadership, accessibility, all crucial. Ethics seems to be gaining urgency.
Definitely. The Greenbot report mentioned governance gaining urgency. More talk about safety, fairness, accountability. Regulations like the EU AI Act are part of that.
And real-world problems are emerging. Anthropic finding Claude use for bot campaigns.
Yeah, highlights the misuse challenge. They boosted safety filters, but it's an ongoing battle.
The AI Pulse had other examples. China's Sand AI filtering politically sensitive stuff.
Shows how AI can reflect or enforce political boundaries, raises big governance questions.
And AI-generated political books flooding Amazon before an election. That's worrying.
It absolutely is. Shows the potential for disinformation at scale, impacting democratic processes. We need safeguards.
Even Apple had to backtrack on some available now AI claims.
Yes, highlights the need for truthful marketing about what AI can actually do right now.
Carol Cadwalader's TED Talk warning about a tech broligarchy using AI to control information. That sounds pretty stark.
It's a serious warning about concentrating power, threats to democracy, weakening copyright. These are big societal risks we need to grapple with.
And concerns about OpenAI's direction, shifting from its nonprofit roots.
Reflects that broader anxiety, our commercial interests overriding ethical considerations and the public good.
On the leadership side, Intel restructuring, putting Sachin Kadi in charge of AI.
Signals a strong focus, centralizing their strategy to innovate faster.
And Sam Altman stepping down as Oakload chair.
Reportedly to allow broader collaboration with other AI firms. Shows how interconnected and fluid the AI ecosystem is becoming.
Let's end this segment on a positive note. Accessibility. Meta's Ray-Bans with AI expanding.
Yeah, to India, real-time visual and audio assistance. Pretty amazing potential.
And Microsoft boosting Windows accessibility with AI. Reading coach, better voice access.
Using AI as a learning companion, productivity booster, it shows AI's power to break down barriers, promote inclusion. Science Daily also mentioned AI for real-time sign language translation, another great example.
And the AI Kiran initiative in India, empowering women in tech through AI mentorship.
Fostering inclusive development is so important, making sure the benefits of AI reach everyone.
Okay, great. Let's tackle some questions you, our listeners, might have after all that. We'll try to channel our inner AI experts here. First up, where are we seeing the most tangible efficiency gains right now?
Well, two clear examples we discussed are Google's Gemini 2.5 Flash with that huge 95% cost reduction per token. That directly makes complex AI cheaper to run.
Right.
And Microsoft's one-bit model, running powerful AI on standard hardware with less energy That's a massive efficiency boost for deployment.
Makes sense. Next question. How close are we really to autonomous AI in the workplace?
Microsoft's AI Agents platform gives us a good hint. Agents coordinating sales tasks, prioritizing leads, suggests we're moving that way.
But it's not like Skynet taking over tomorrow.
No. It's autonomy within defined tasks and workflows. And as 1Password's security focus shows, control and safety are still paramount. It's guided autonomy.
Okay. What about the biggest ethical concerns popping up from all this rapid progress?
Several stand out. The misuse for bot campaigns, censorship like the political filtering, those are immediate risks.
And the disinformation potential.
Definitely. The AI-generated books example is worrying for informed debate. Plus, deepfakes, impersonation. Eroding trust is a major concern.
Okay, shifting focus. Where is AI making the biggest impact in the physical world right now?
Robotics is a big one. DeepMind's more adaptable robots for industry. NVIDIA's AI enhancing surgical precision. That's direct physical impact.
And the humanoid progress.
Yeah, the marathon shows steps towards robots doing more physical tasks eventually. And in healthcare, the surge in FDA-approved AI tools for diagnosis, like for cancer or Parkinson's, is already impacting patient care directly.
Final question area. What should people be paying attention to regarding AI governance and regulation?
Keep an eye on the global conversation. Things like the EU AI Act are just the beginning. The focus on safety, fairness, accountability. These discussions are accelerating and will shape how AI is allowed to develop and be used. Understanding that framework is key.
Great. So wrapping this all up, what's the big picture takeaway from all these April developments?
We're seeing this convergence. More powerful reasoning in AI models, AI becoming automated agents in business, real progress in physical AI like robotics and healthcare, and alongside all that, a much stronger focus on ethics and accessibility.
The lines between digital and physical AI are definitely blurring.
They really are. AI is weaving itself into everyday systems more and more. AI literacy isn't just for techies anymore.
It's becoming essential for everyone.
Absolutely. Understanding the basics, capabilities,
Yeah.
limits, societal impact is crucial.
So here's a final thought for you, the listener. As AI races ahead, how do we collectively balance this incredible innovation with ensuring it's used responsibly and equitably? How do we make sure it benefits everyone?
It's the central question, really. It requires ongoing dialogue, careful thought, and deliberate action from all of us.
If you want to dig deeper, the Stanford AI Index is a great resource, and looking into AI governance discussions is worthwhile. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Thanks for tuning in to BSB's Deep Dive. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to follow, rate, and share this podcast with your fellow knowledge seekers. Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next one.